Welcome everybody to Division 4, round 2 around Abu Dhabi. Um, it is me, RSF1, back on comms for you tonight, joined by Invade. How are we?
Oh, doing good, thanks. Didn't actually expect to be on the comms tonight, but I mean,
hmm
make a return a bit sooner
Yeah,
than supposed to.
bit of a late call, but that's what you got to do when you're on comms. Got to step up and yeah, try and help everyone out.
Only recently rejoined you a few days ago.
Oh yeah. So is this your first stream?
First stream back, yeah.
Oh, well, welcome back. Should be a good one tonight.
Hopefully, Abu Dhabi's been decent track.
Yeah, it's one of my stronger tracks. But
I also do enjoy it.
I got a
Had
wee bit
a
unlucky
nice
last
showing
night.
in Div 2.
hmm Should be going very shortly for 3 rounds of qualifying before a 29 lap race.
Hopefully, we don't have to deal with being out.
Hopefully. Hopefully Bird Mylander decides to stay
You
in
need to
the
go on
pit lane.
spectate, by the way.
Oh yeah, cheers. I've got to check settings. Just put the stream up on my iPad and we'll get going.
What div even is this?
Division 4.
Right.
Hello Rory, how we doing? Spoke to you about
No worries,
3 minutes
Charisma.
ago before. Playing a game of Rocket League, then had to jump on here.
I was on that football manager grind.
I wonder how many cars we'll see running the medium tyres in this first part of qualifying.
I'll be like one or two.
Yeah, I already see 2 on the timing sheets.
There usually is someone.
hmm Full grid tonight though, so
That's good.
a good turnout for Division 4. Because we've got cars on track. It is, I believe we've got NRG Lem is the first one to lead us out of the pit lane for first part of qualifying.
We got Mr. Cozzy G behind him as well.
We've got 3 drivers going out on the medium tyres at the moment.
Seems to be a massive queue going down the street.
Yeah, a lot of cars getting out at the same time. They'll have to space themselves out.
Yeah. They've also got to remember they don't want to be too far away because then they're going to get like a slipstream
Yeah,
car ahead.
slipstream's very effective around here, especially on the back-to-back straights.
Oh, it's OP, especially with low wings.
NRG gonna be the first one to start a lap, heading down the main straight. There's no DRS on this straight. One of the rarest things that's not have DRS on the main straight. I think Silverstone's one of the only other ones. Heading up through turns 3 and 4, down towards the hairpin of 5. Keeps it nice and narrow onto the first part of DRS. So very long straight here. This is where you really need to balance your setup so that it's good on the straight and good in corners. Heavy braking into a very tricky chicane of 6 and 7. The rear is known to snap out quite a bit through there. Second part of DRS. And then all the way into the long left-hander of turn 9. But keep it nice and tight. Make sure not to snap the rear end. Through 10, 11, then 12, they come at you very quickly, these corners. Then it's important to keep your lap nice and neat because you've all done all that work through sectors 1 and 2, and keeping sector 3 nice and neat is crucial. Coming around the final corner now. What's it going to be as a benchmark? It's going to be a 1:23.2. That's actually a very decent time.
Mr. Cozzy G coming to the line now. He's done a 24.0. Devil Noob 24.2. Oh, there's the times. Mortal G 23.7. Charismatic 23.8. SLR Vettel 24.1. We've had Nifty Nazari 23.4. No one seems getting close to that to Lem.
Got Jay Clates coming around the final corner now as well. In the Ferrari, it's going to be enough for 8th position, a 24.1. Straight after it was Zom Z with a 23.9.
Hello, Gravedigger. Lincoln City Dave, he's coming across the line. Oh, he's washed still. 11.
The man who drove in Division 5 in that very strange Division 5 race on Tuesday, making his first appearance in Division 4 tonight.
Teammates with McCracken.
Indeed.
Both very OG drivers in RSF1.
Have we got anyone on laps at the moment?
Uh,
I believe Jay
Craigie
Clates,
Senna, he's coming up.
Clates
Oh,
is
yeah.
going slow.
Yeah, Craigie Senna's on a lap.
Can jump on board with the Aston Martin then. Coming around the final
Round
two
in the
corners.
final two.
In that
Keep it in the
Alfa,
track.
not Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin, number 5 as well, goes P11. We've got to be really cautious on track limits here.
Yeah, especially in the last two
Indeed.
turns. If you get caught going wide and it gets reported,
Yeah.
you could end up with a quali ban.
So that's why if you go over the line and don't exceed track limits, you've got to slow down.
Purple middle sector from Crayon Flower. Can he get close to NRG Lem? Kept it in track limits. It's 24.4. Kraken starting a lap.
Let's see what the
Kraken
Scotsman can
on
do.
his first.
It's a very solid first sector.
Lovely rotation. Purple first sector. Grave Digger is right. Dave probably does have more in him.
Purple's second sector from a Kraken as well.
He is cooking.
Through the tricky series of corners of sector 3, underneath the hotel now. Keeps it really nice
Keeps
through
it
that.
in track limits.
Now for the double right-hander to finish your lap. What's it going to be for the Scotsman all the way to the line now? It's good enough for P3, a 1:23.5. A very, very solid lap from McCracken there.
Who's next? It looks like it's Scotty T. Scotty T is going to be next. On the mediums. So we probably wouldn't expect him to see flying times from Scotty.
It's not too bad, it's a 24.2.
That is very, very, very solid.
We have got
Dave starting a lap.
I think we've got Mr.
Button.
Causey finishing lap. No, it's 1.3 up, so that may have just been a warm-up lap. A lot of people on out laps at the moment. We've got... I think we've got Button. I think Button's on a lap at the moment.
JD Devil Noob. He's coming around the final turn. He's 5 times up. Oh, he goes up to second. 23.
That is a very respectable time. Button yet to set a time in qualifying, yet heading through sector 3.
He's usually very
close,
quick.
Very close to
Very
track
quick.
limits there. To the line now, it's going to be... It's enough for P2 with a 23.2.
No one seems like they can knock off Lem. Immortal, he's coming around the final few turns now. He rides the curb, and he goes up to 9th with a 23.9. Into the 23s he goes.
Got Quick Mick coming through sector 3 at the moment. Quick Mick to put up the first time in qualifying 1. Gonna need to be a good one. To the line now. it's only enough for P15 with a 24.4.
He's going to have to go quicker than that to
Indeed.
secure safety.
Speaking of people that need to go quicker, Modular Cat as well. Coming around the final corner. What's it going to be? It's going to be enough for P10 with a 124.056.
Currently, we have Quick Mick, Grady Senna, Dave, MC the Mighty, and JIXA in in the knockout zone. All looking to improve their times. There is Mick, he's coming through the last few turns. Williams is off the track, nice and safe. Oh, I think he's messed it up.
Chris Mick's dived into the pit lane.
Immortal's also in the pit lane. Quick Mick, is he on a lap?
Quick Mick's on an in lap, I believe. Yes.
So next would be Zomzy.
Zomzy, yeah. Coming through the final few corners.
He's massively down. He's 1.7 down.
It was a decent first sector.
Modular Cat's also. Lem's on a lap. Going down the straight. 10th down. JIXA is also setting a purple
very
middle
wide
sector.
from Lem. Who set a purple middle sector?
JIXA. Don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just gonna keep calling him that.
1/10 up. Final two corners now.
Got his teammate behind him, so he might be planning to give him a bit of a slipstream.
Keep an eye on that. Goes P15 with a 24.2.
He's definitely going to have to improve on that. Lem's backed off. He looks like the next. Crayon Flower. He looks like he's next. Got a Red Bull right behind him.
Gonna be giving that Red Bull a slipstream.
Oh, it's
MT the Mighty.
Oh, it's MT.
Giving him a lovely slipstream though.
Yeah, but also dirty air because he is quite close.
Indeed. Modular Cat seeming to think that he is safe enough. Same with Kraken
and yeah.
It's very close times between Modular Cat and down the field, so it could be a risky move. Crayon Flowers invalidated at the final corner.
And MT's gone up to 10.
Top 10. This could be really bad for
Modular Cat down.
This could be a bad call for the Ferrari.
Oh, LSFC Dave, he's coming on the last turn. He only goes up to 24.4. He definitely needs to go quick. I don't know if he has enough time to go back in. I don't think so. Plates is also invalid. Who would be next?
Mr. Collins 510
Scotty. Scotty goes up to P5.
Very respectable from
23.4.
Next one will be the Ferrari, who I think is starting a lap, I believe.
Yeah.
Not got much ERS.
Zomzy is also starting.
So the next one to do a lap, I believe, will be. It's not the Red Bull.
No, it's not the Red Bull.
No, it's not the Red Bull.
McLaren.
McLaren.
Mr. Cozzy
Mr. Cozzy was very good for that first sector.
He's 1.3 up.
This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal lap if that's right. It's almost too
Never mind,
good to be right.
Never mind, he's down. He's down.
Right.
He's He's down by like 2 seconds.
Check this Alpine. The Alpine's on an in lap, 20 seconds down, obviously. Out lap.
Craigie Senna, he's going slow.
A lot of people warming up for laps.
Plates, I think he's on a lap. No, he's got low fuel and low ERS, so I don't know.
I think Clates might be on a lap, actually.
That was a bit deep. Good exit though.
Pushes up
He
to
gained
P6.
6/10. 6/10
Very
gain.
solid. That's just knocking Modular Cat
Mick.
further and further down.
He's starting a lap. Craigie Senna's also starting a lap. Dave, he's up.
Zoms moves up to P10.
The McLaren of JIXA, he's just about to start a lap. Same with SOR Vettel. It'll be Dave, the first one across the line. Let's see if he can get himself to safety. Also, the gamble from Modular Cat may not pay off because he's into 14th.
This is crucial for LCFC Dave. First appearance in Division 4, we want to make a name for himself and get through to Division 2. Not Division 2, qualifying 2.
Currently, he's not going quick enough though.
It's up to 15th.
He's got out.
But there is cars on laps behind, I believe.
Quick Mick,
One of them is
3 times
SLR
up.
Vettel. We'll jump to Quick Mick, who goes
Quick
11th, knocks
11th.
Dave out.
Dave's out. Unless he's got... No, he's not.
Modular Cat's out.
SLR Vettel, he's on a lap.
210 up.
See what he can do.
Looks very out of shape through that left-hander into the double right now. Up to the line. It's not quick enough.
He's
It is!
Craigie Senna's out.
SLR Vettel. Craigie Senna does not make it
JIXA, he's up. I don't know.
Is it going to be enough though? It's not enough.
No. Well, that's our bottom 5 gone.
I must say that was the wrong call by Modular Cat to retire that early.
Definitely.
We could see that time was not going to be enough.
For this session, we see Craigie Senna, Modular Cat, Dave, JIXA, and Crayon Flower all eliminated.
And we see NRG, Lem and Button and JD Devlin now leading the way.
Pretty quick times as well. Dave is not on another lap.
I just checked that. Dave, I thought for a second he might have been, but
Why is he going to the line now?
I'm not sure.
He's just putting wear on those tyres, which is not very smart.
Okay, I'll be back in just 2 seconds.
So from that session, you see Lem, Button, Devil, Noob, Nifty, Nazari, and Scotty T as top 5, and gone is Craigie Senna in the Aston, Modular in the Ferrari, Dave in the Alpine, JIXA in the McLaren, and Crayon Flower in the Haas.
think we could see a very close battle for pole between Lem and Button and a few other drivers if they can improve their
Yeah,
times.
100%.
It's so annoying how the telemetry and lap data just turns off during sessions, but
Yeah, I hate it.
yeah. Devil
While
wasting
we're waiting for
absolutely no
cars to
time.
start, while we're waiting for some cars to start, how are you feeling for Monaco?
I'm not going to be here for Monaco, so I won't be racing in it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I enjoy Monaco. I enjoy the challenge of trying to keep out of the walls, but yeah, I'd probably find myself quite angry because something would happen. But it'll be good. It'll be a good one to watch, I think.
Monaco is definitely a pain, and I don't want to be here for it, but I am gonna be here for it. As long as if I don't like smash a control, I'll be happy.
It'll be all about qualifying though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Maybe
More
starting
about
at the
Ollie
back
Merchant.
won't be the worst thing.
Oh yeah, you get to witness all the mayhem ahead.
Yeah, and you get the honour of making the most overtakes on track.
Yeah, definitely.
JD Devlin, I think, finished third in Q1, will be the first one to set a time in Q2. Thankfully, it is not the safety car that's P1, it is Crismac. Although it is an Aston Martin safety car. It is not. I can assure you that it is indeed a driver.
Mighty is quite close behind the Mercedes of Nifty. I don't know if that's going to help him or not.
JD Devlin trying to get as much of a slipstream from that Aston Martin as possible. We'll quickly jump on board with it was Nifty Nazare, who has got a Red Bull for company behind. We'll jump back
I
on
think
board
Mighty's a
with...
bit too close. Never mind, he's dropped off. It just seems quite close.
We'll see what JD Devlin can put up as the first time in Q2. To the line now for the final corner. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be a 23.3.
Solid lap time there.
As what can Nifty Nazari do? It's a 23.5. What does Mighty do? It's a 24 flat.
Lem 23.6. I think that really didn't help Lem and Mighty.
Kraken. Next one to go across the line, it's a P4 with a 23.7.
I do wonder, will we see a 22 some point in quali?
Oh! Jake Late's 11 has crashed out of the final corner after invalidating the lap.
Oh no, wing.
I just got on board at the right time for that one, as we see the Haas starting the lap in the background. So Jake Lates is going to want to get out of the way because that is Button, who is
Mr. Cozzy G comes around the final turn.
To the line, it's going to be... It's enough for P3, a 23.6.
Button's gone fastest in the first sector. Zom 24.4.
Scotty, the final corner now. It's going to be P3 with a 23.6 flat 0-0. Krismic being next one to cross the line in the Aston Martin. Thankfully not the safety car tonight. It's a P6 with a 23.7.
JD Devil seems like he's got a lot of pace.
Indeed.
Button, fastest middle sector as well.
Jump on board with the Haas. Absolutely flying through this final part of the track.
Like Max Verstappen in real life.
Hopefully doesn't bottle at the final corner. No pressure. Final 2 corners now. Gotta keep it nice and narrow. Button comes up to the line. And it's fastest with a 23.1.
That's the fastest lap we've seen so far.
That's a brilliant lap from the Haas. As it's not McCracken, sorry. It was Immortal that went P7. Williams sitting 6th and 7th at the moment.
Solid showing from them. Immortal G is going to be the next one. He's gone fastest in the middle sector.
Emoji's an absolutely rapid driver. So it'll be very interesting to see what kind of lap he pulls together. Oh, and it's an invalidation. You could see it, he didn't hit the apex. Quick mix very closely behind.
In the Mercedes, come on Mercedes, we need them to win.
To the line now, what's it going to be for Quick Mick? I don't know if it's going to be quick enough. It's a 23.9.
Knocks MT the Mighty out of the top 10. Immortal comes into the pits as well.
Both Alfa Romeos are at danger at the moment.
Currently the bottom 5 for MT the Mighty, Zonzi, Immortal G, SR Vettel and J Plate, who actually crashed. Well,
very lucky to still be in it.
100%. NRG Lem looks like he's going to be starting a lap in a few turns.
Fastest driver in Q1. We need to find some pace in Q2 though.
Yeah. Dave saying I couldn't get my lap right. I'd improve some corners and screw up the others. It's fine, Dave. Get ready for the race. Devil, JD Devil is also saying it's going to be a close race. I really hope it is.
All I can say is that the points are scored in the race, so whatever happens in the race is what counts.
Lem also went fastest in the first sector.
Absolutely flying on this lap at the moment. Into the tricky chicane of 6 and 7. Very easy to get wrong. Seems to have done it relatively nicely though.
Had a little bit of a wobble in the rear end, but it's all good.
Devlin, we are hoping so. We are hoping for a close race, and we think we are going to get one. And Lem's lost 1/10 through sector 2. We're going to have to find something in sector 3.
I think it might have been due to that little wiggle he had.
Yeah, it looks quite out of shape. Comes around the final corner now. What's it going to be? It's only enough to stay where he is.
Only about a 200. McCracken's on a lap. He is. 2 tenths up. currently looking at a time that will put him into the top 3.
This could be a very solid time.
Keeping it in the track limits.
Sets himself up nicely for the final turn, all the way to the straight now. It's going to be enough for P2, 23.269. Phenomenal stuff from the Alpine driver.
Very solid lap.
McCracken could be a contender for pole now.
Zomzi, he looks like he's the next, currently in 12th place. See what he can do. Hopefully an improvement to get him out of the bottom 5.
Stays where he is.
No improvement. Immortal G, he's next. He's not set a lap yet.
What can his teammate do?
Rejoins.
Immortal G, a very quick driver. Comes to the line now, goes P3 with a 23.2.
Very close.
Button goes even quicker with a 23.165. A very good lap.
Who let him cook? Clates is starting a lap as 2 Red Bulls are right behind each other into the final few turns. MC on an outlap. Gotti comes to the line and he is
goes
up
quickest
to the top.
By the merest of margins.
He could be a shout.
Everyone's in with a shout at this rate.
100%. Domzy, he's 8/10 up.
Hi Orphan, how are we doing, mate? Wait, was that Curran? We were very slow. I think it was the Red Bull letting it through. Zomzi goes P6 with a 23.336.
Hello, stars. Who's going to be next? It's going to be Jay Clay.
Jay Clates looks like he's going relatively slowly. Gonna have some cars behind though, I think.
Ah, yeah, I think he's pulled out. We need to set a banker though, and
3/10 up. 3/10 down, sorry. Gonna continue though. Kismic doesn't improve.
He must have improved in the
we've got
Mr.
Cozzy who is starting a lap. Well, that might have been an incident because it was McLaren going very, very slowly.
As Gravedigger is just pointing out, 2/10 between the top 5.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting for who's going to take pole position. But for now, we're going to focus on the bottom 5 because it's all changing. As we've got
MC the Mighty, he's out of he's up to 10th.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting though because just on the brim of the elimination zone.
The man who was quickest in Q1, NRG Len, is currently sat in 9th.
He's going to have 1 lap to improve. Both Williams are going to be the next ones to put in times.
Moss is on an outlap, and same with Len. It'll be the Mercedes. Both of them are on an outlap.
So I think it's going to be
Jay Clates? Yeah, Jay Clates.
Jay Clates. Jay Clates really needs a good lap. Sitting in P14. Is it going to be enough? CQ3. It's not.
He's not going to be able to charge his ERS.
Indeed,
so
he's not going to have enough.
Jay Clates on.
Jay Clates is done in qualifying.
Vettel's gone very wide.
Kismic's out as well. Kismic couldn't put a lap together.
Ah, Kismic.
Immortal is 2/10 up as we speak.
MC the Mighty's into the pitch. He's not going to improve.
Yeah, but Immortal is improving in Sector 2. Backs off though. Immortal has backed off.
Why is he backed off?
I am not too sure about that one. Anyway, move on. Quick Mick.
NRG Lem's quickest in the middle sector.
Quick Mick might just be going quick enough. But running very close to track limits. Gonna have to pull something impressive in this final sector though.
What can NRG Lem cook up?
A 10th up, goes
Go
P3.
third.
Quick Mick, to the line now. Stays P13, does not improve.
SLR Vettel, he's going to set his first time. And he's
Goes
into
into
the top,
P6,
and he's into the top 10.
knocks MT the Mighty out just at the last second.
And that's our bottom 5 gone. We have MT the Mighty, 11th. Immortal in the Williams, 12th. Charismic, 13th. Quick Mick, 14th. And J Clates in 15th.
We lost some very solid drivers in that qualifying session.
Look how close it is.
It is, it's very, very close.
And the bottom 6. Look how close that is.
MT the Mighty, Immortal, and just about Charismic, all losing out by just about a 10th. A 10th or 2 is what separates you from being into Q3 and eliminated. Scotty topping that timing sheets with a very impressive lap.
Yeah, 4 tenths between the top 10 and 2 tenths between the top 9.
It's very, very close. You really can't count anyone out for pole though.
Oh, definitely not. This is going to be in a very, very interesting Q3.
Immortal needs an invite back. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm assuming it's Immortal G.
If it's Immortal G, I can't invite through the game.
We're gonna need someone else to invite Immortal G. If someone could please try and invite Immortal G back, that would be absolutely amazing. As we get set for Q3, the first car out again is JD Devlin. Want to maximise that time on track, clearly.
Immortal G's back.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Charismatic.
JD Devil, he's the first one.
Hello, hello, Mando, or Rodders, how we doing? This is going to be a very interesting Q3. I think we've got a lot of drivers still yet to improve. Still time to find.
Hello, Mando. Charismic messed up on both his lap. That's a shame. No points scored in the quali though. All down to the race. Mando, no worries. both very happy to do the comms. Yeah.
Indeed. Who's your shout for pole tonight? If you had to pick one.
Honestly, I think McCracken's got this.
I would love to see a Scotsman on the front row. That would make my
I feel
night.
like the front two, McCracken and Button.
I'd love to
The
see
perfect front two.
NRG Lem doing it as well for us Williams drivers.
Nifty Nassery also hopefully up there for the Mercedes.
Hopefully not. Not joking. Hope everyone does the best that they can. Again, absolutely amazing Q3 as well as an amazing race.
But mostly Mercedes, up the Mercedes.
Anyway, I believe it is JD Devlin who is the first one again to be
Gravedigger has
setting a lap.
Button 22 for pole. I'm probably guessing
That's not bad. It's really anyone's take at the moment. Often you think Button's got this by 2/10. We shall see in the next 9 minutes. A very big mixture between who people think. Mushy thinks Scotty.
Yeah, Mando, you deserve a break, pal. J-Bomb says gutted about
23-4 for
Flower in
JD
last.
Devlin. Button
Mushy
beats
and
it.
Mando both say Scotty for pole.
23-2. Well, Button is leading the way at the moment. First 2 times to come in. Nifty Nazari splits them with a 23-4. What does Lem do? A 23-3.
Cracking 23-7.
Next one will be Zoms. Oh, I forgot to put the telemetry back on. Jeez. Right, anyway. Zomsy will be the next one.
I don't think you can get pole, pal.
Chrismic for pole. You know what I'd love to see? Oh wait, I just realised Chrismic's out.
Alternate strat. Oh wait, no, that doesn't matter anymore.
Why have I only just realised Chrismic's not in here? Zomz invalidates. SLI Vettel next to the line. Not particularly quick lap, only puts himself at the bottom, 26.5. We've got yellow flags flying. It's a Model G putting a 23.3, followed by Scotty with a 23.2. We've got JD Devlin coming into the pit lane. Nifty Nazari will be following. McCracken will be following after that. And then Lem will be following after that. I don't think we've got anyone who is on a lap at the moment. I think we're all... We've got Mr. Cozzy on an out lap. Zoms in the pit lane who is yet to set a lap as well. That might just be a 1 lap chance for Zomzy.
Nah, Mando, you're quite quick, pal. Same with...
Zomzy getting out very early to try and get a clear track.
Hozzy G just starts a lap.
We'll stay on board with the McLaren because I believe Mr. Cozzy is the only one that will be setting a time in the next couple of minutes, so shall stay on board, see what kind of time.
The rear end in the first turn though.
Yeah, it's not a great start to the lap.
He's purple in the first sector, supposedly.
All the way down into 6 and 7. Keeps it very nice through the chicane.
McCracken comes out for an out lap. Oh, Purple's second sector as well.
This is shaping up to be a very solid lap for Mr. Causey G.
Can he challenge Button?
Oh, again, very close to the line there. Really got that courage to go as onto the limit as he can. Goes P7 with a 23.5. That's not going to be enough to challenge Button.
Says he's purple, but I don't know if I want to believe it anymore.
Yeah, I think there's a glitch with the mini map saying that people are going purple. It's really hard to gauge.
Not to doubt Zomzi's pace.
Stay on board with Zomzies. Heading down the back straight.
Kraken also starts his lap.
Kraken getting out very early for this last run.
He needs to clean air, doesn't he? His first lap wasn't the best. He's already at 10 for it. Okay.
Zomzi comes to the line now. The final run is going to be P3 at best, but there will be cars improving probably. Gravedigger, you were very quick on Tuesday. It just got very unfortunate with the incident between you and the Motive Carrot. Move to McCracken now. Almost a tenth and a half up as he goes through sector 2. 4 tenths up, getting to turn 9. This is going very solid for the Alpine driver. The only Alpine in Q2, Q3. Looked a little bit slow for the final 2 corners. To the line now. Goes P1. Gets into the 22s.
We're in the 22s.
We're in the 22s. We're at 22.8.
Pretty sure that was 2 tenths off my best time in Div 2.
Well, it is a very, very good lap from the Scotsman. He'll be very happy with that one. Got a nice cushion of about nearly 4 tenths to Button.
Immortal 6 tenths up.
Immortal could take this.
And he went purple in the middle sector.
If we thought we'd see quick, we might see quicker. Immortal's only got 2 corners to go now. To the line comes Immortal. Now. And he tops it! By, oh my, 22.489. That is a monster of a lap. Button starts his final run of Q3.
What are they cooking down in Div 4 here?
Zomzi retires. We've got Lem starting a lap. We've got Button on a lap. We've got Scotty on a lap. All these drivers. Scotty is on an, I believe, an
I don't think that's beatable. I generally do not think anyone's beating Immortal G.
I don't even think my time was quicker than Immortal G's.
Mando said he's going to bed now. Good night,
Night night, Mando.
Have a nice.
Have a nice sleep.
That was quicker than my best time in Div 2, and I got like P6.
Yeah, I think I lined up around about that as well. P5, I think it was for me, and I did like a 22.7, I think 22.8.
I think I did it a 0.5.
It's quicker than the Div 3 pole time. Lem is apparently purple through sector 2. We're gonna jump to Button though. He's gonna be the next one to cross the line. 3 tenths up. Button does not
Only a
improve.
22.8.
Jump back to Lem now. Lost a little bit of time through sector 3. Runs it to the line. Goes on to the front row. But it's not quick enough to beat Immortal.
Legends been in the chat. Immortal G's 22.4 is actually Pete in Div 1.
Wow. Well, that speaks for itself.
That is crazy. Nifty Nazarees are also done. Same with Immortal.
JD Devlin goes to P5.
That's a solid lap.
We've got Scotty 1/10 up. Does not improve.
3/10 gain.
Vettel
Look,
has
all the
invalidated.
22s coming in now.
Last one on a lap is Mr. Causey.
Possibly Wee Biscuit. It obviously depends.
Oh, and Mr. Causey spun it. I didn't even see that.
Oh, he's retired on track.
That's going to put Mr. Causey at P9. So it is Immortal G. That is your pole sitter for tier 3. Not tier 3, tier 4. Closely followed by NRG, Lem, McCracken, Button, JD Devlin, Scotty, Zomzi, Nifty Nazare. Causey, who we just saw have a moment through turn 9, and SLR Vettel rounds out your top 10. I knew we were going to get quick laps in that qualifying session, but not as quick as a 22.4.
That lap time's absolute mad.
For
I was
Division 4,
expecting a
it's
high
absolutely
22 for this division.
Yeah.
Not
a mid
that.
22.
Put me into Div 4.
That is true. Immortal G was actually in Division 5 for pre-season, and now finds himself nearly 2 tenths clear going into the race. No, Orphan, you can stay right where you are.
Top 5 has settled. Immortal G first, Lem second, McCracken third, Button fourth, and JD Devil in fifth.
What a quali.
What a quality indeed. I've just broke my pen.
Oh dear. Not the pen.
Yeah, I know. Need the pen.
Well, as we wait for the start of the race, might as well talk about the real life Formula 1. We've got Spa this week. It's a sprint race with the sprint shootout, so we've got qualifying tomorrow. And Vid, what's your take on that? Who do you think's gonna show up? Think it's gonna be a Red Bull domination again?
Well, Verstappen said it in a press conference. McLaren are gonna cook.
They are. I feel like this is a track that's really gonna suit them because it's just like Silverstone.
But I don't think Lando's going to be the one to be the one cooking.
You think it's going to be
I
Oscar
think it's gonna be
Piastri?
Oscar. Yeah, Oscar's going to be cooking.
That's going to be really interesting.
Wee Biscuit says Spa might get cancelled.
Yeah, the weather forecast is looking very, very questionable. Because we could see quite a lot of rain. And we know what rain at Spa causes. It causes some very, very nasty accidents.
I seen last season in quali, Lando Norris. Oh, no, it weren't last season.
It was 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're going. We're going. 5 lights for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and they're underway. And what keeps P1 There's a lot of position changing at the start. Craig Senna, drive-through penalty for going quicker than going off the
Mighty,
line.
he's jumping up.
Same with Scotty as well.
Clay's, he overtakes Quick Mick.
We've got cars going
Quick Mick's
three
fine.
wide.
There's a bit of contact.
We've got cars still going three wide.
There's a...
We've got I believe that was
Immortal keeps the lead.
IXA.
The
getting
top three
caught
stay.
We've got Devlin trying to go up the outside of Scotty, makes the move up into P4. Causey makes the move
Wait,
on
there's a pen
Zomzi.
already.
Yeah, it's Craig Senna. I think he jumped the lights. Button moves up ahead of Scotty.
Oh, Modular got Nifty Nazari's drop. And now he's side by side with his teammate. Is Nifty got damage? It doesn't seem like it.
Modular Cat making up 6 positions off that
Immortal.
start. Phenomenal stuff from the Ferrari driver.
3 drivers on the hard. Immortal, Clay,
Chrismick and Zomzi.
Crayon Flower.
Zomzi keeps ahead of Chrismick as they finish the first lap of 29. Immortal setting the fastest time
The
out in
chat's
front.
asking for tyres.
Sure thing. We've got
Craigie
pretty
much
much
in the pits.
90% of the field are starting on mediums. We've got 3 outliers: Immortal, Clates, and Crayon Flower starting on the hard compound.
Mighty, he's on the back of Charismatic here.
Immortal's looking to make a move on. Len's making a move on Immortal.
Modular Cat's going to get Mighty.
Into the chicane. Will Len move ahead of Immortal? Immortal hangs around the
Double
outside.
move. Down the inside.
Now he's going to get taken over by McCracken. McCracken moves up into P2.
Modular Cat and
Further back,
Mighty
we've
are
got the
side by
Red Bull
side.
of Scotty trying to make up in a Button as well. Can he hang around the outside? Oh my, Scotty's going to go around the
Modular Cat
outside.
gets him. Oh,
Scotty
bit of
round the
contact.
outside of turn 9, moves ahead of Button up into P5.
Plates gets. Oh, Nifty.
It's contact.
Oh, there's been contact. There's been contact. Mighty and Quick Mick.
Mighty is around at turn 9. I'm not too sure what happened there. I think it was contact between him and Nifty Nazari or something like that.
It was Quick Mick.
Quick Mick. McCracken with the quickest time now, closely followed by JD Devil Noob.
Look how bunched up it is.
It's no one's getting away from each other. When this comes to DRS, it's going to go absolutely mental. Immortal somehow keeps the lead. McCracken and Lem had a really good battle going into turn 9.
Yeah, rest this lap though.
It is. This is going to be so interesting. We'll go on board with McCracken. Can he make the move? Going into turn 6. Look at the straight line speed. The difference with DRS. McCracken moves up into P1.
Cozzy G's got
Further back.
3 wide. No, Cozzy G's just done a double overtake. Scotty and Button.
I saw that in the background. Button. Oh, there's contact!
Scotty's been spawned.
Scotty's managed to keep it on track. I don't even know where to look at the moment. Modular
So
Cat moves ahead of Vettel.
Wait, there's Modular Cat right behind Scotty as well. Is he going to send it? No, he's not. Quick Mick, he's on the back of Dave. No, he's not going to make a move though.
Modular Cat is really close to Scotty now. Esla Vettel getting really close as well.
Oh, there's someone around.
McCracken
It's
26-1.
Jay Clates. Jay Clates is around. Very unfortunate for him.
Everyone is so close together, I don't even know where to look at the moment. Got Chrismic. Got Zomzi for company behind.
Got Modular Cat right behind
see what-
Scotty as well.
See what Zomzi can pull off with DRS.
Button gets Cozzy G.
Further up in front, Button moves ahead of Cozzy G, as you said.
Modular Cat
moves
also
ahead.
gets Scotty. Oh no,
LCFC
no man, he's
Dave
fighting
making
back.
moves as well. Modular Cat stays ahead of Scotty, who's now got SLR Vettel. Cozzy making ahead of Button again. Quick Mike moves ahead of his teammate.
Cat's, burned his ERS. And Scotty G's
Yeah,
gonna
Modular
go
Cat's
around
got
the
absolutely
outside.
nothing left. Scotty's going
Scotty
down
G,
the
he's
inside.
going around the outside. Oh, what a move!
That is a phenomenal move from the Red Bull driver. Modular Cat's absolutely wrecked his ERS.
He needs to save.
He's also got an Alpha Tower hunting him down. Oh, it
Oh,
goes very
bless him.
deep.
Oh.
Almost into the back of the Ferrari. McCracken and Lem having a battle up at the front as well. Immortal starting to bridge a gap.
He's right on the back of him. Is he going to send it? He's going to send it.
NLG, Lem!
There's contact.
There's contact! JD Devlin. Oh my god, they're going to go three wide.
Oh, he got it.
They're going to go three
He's
wide
got it.
here.
Oh god. McCracken didn't get DRS.
That is going to cost them.
JD Devil, he's going to go for a double move.
But I'm moving ahead of
McCracken's also
Cozzy.
there.
Lem moves back
McCracken
up to
backs out though.
P2.
Smart.
McCracken's lost out to JD Devlin, but it's going to hang on with
Cozzy
DRS.
G, he's on the back of Sun. He's going to go around the
Vettel
outside.
moves ahead of
Button. No
Modular
way.
Cat.
He's going around the
Cozzy
outside,
round the
of
outside
Button and
makes
he
the
gets
move
the
before
move.
they even get to the corner. Oh,
Wait. Vettel, Scotty G.
Vettel's very
Modular
close.
Cat are all close.
oh, that was very close going through the start of Sector 3.
Oh, the
Oh,
Williams.
helicopter cam here as we head underneath the hotel.
Wait, oh, Cozzy G's gone. Cozzy G's spun.
Oh, Cozzy G has lost it at Latifi's corner.
Ah, he was
Oh,
doing
he's
so
gone
well.
into the wall. His teammate passes through.
Charismatic. He's on the back of Button now.
SLR Vettel goes
It's
wide
like
at
the
turn
Button
1.
Express.
Let's Modular Cat go through.
The Button Express.
Indeed it is.
Immortals almost very close at dropping Lem out of DRS.
Lem's haven't used everything.
He's going to get him.
within.
He's going to get him.
Same with JD Devlin, 12%.
Oh, is Zomzi going to get him? And Charismatic's up to 5th.
I don't even know where to look at the moment because there's so much going on.
Oh, but
SLR Vettel's
Button's
close.
coming back. He's going to go around the outside. Button's
Lem
going
moves
around the
ahead of
outside.
Immortal.
And Immortal.
Button hangs it
Button
round the
got
outside of
Charismatic.
Prismic.
Oh wait, no, Charismatic's still there.
Modular
No,
Cat
he's
moves
not.
ahead of Scotty.
Modular
They're having
Cat's
some
on
battle.
5% ERS.
Modular Cat's just dropping back now. He's got nothing to fight with. They're trying to go inside, very close to making contact
So
with
is
Scotty.
SLR Vettel. They're so on low ERS.
JD Devlin as well.
Quick Mick as well.
JD Devlin's got
Quick
hardly
Mick.
anything running in P3. Virtual safety
Why?
car. We've got
Oh.
a virtual safety car. It's for
Crayon got Cozzy.
Mr.
Cozzy's
Cozzy is
lost
around
his wing.
once again. That's unfortunate. I'll bring out the virtual safety car. Gives us enough time to actually
And
process what's happened.
Vettel boxes.
Gives us time to actually calm down and work out. Let's work out.
It's been so close. I'm
The
pretty
biggest
sure Len
winner.
dropped Immortal.
Biggest winner in these first 7 laps is Modular Cat, making up 8 positions, closely followed by Charismatic on 7. 5 positions gained for both GIXA and Flower.
Lem dropped Immortal before VSC came out.
Yeah. Lem
Look
finds
how
himself
bunched up
leading.
that front fruit that front group is.
Yeah, it's very, very bunched up at the moment.
Surprised there's not been a massive crash about how bunched up it is.
Yeah.
The driving standards are on show here.
Yeah, it's really good to see drivers giving each other the respect and giving them space when it's required, but also having hard racing at the same time. We've seen this in the first 7 laps. Should be getting going soon, very shortly. Nifty Nazari drive through penalty. Modular Cat and Scotty. These two don't want to leave each other alone.
Modular Cat did get a bit of ERS from that.
Yeah,
just hope he saves it.
That has helped him in his battle. Heading down the straight
8
now.
laps out of 29.
Mr. Cozzy's moved ahead of Jake Lates.
Yeah. And Lem's dropped to mortal. And
3-second penalty.
Already.
JD Devil wanting to stay on the back of Immortal at the moment.
He's burning the ERS.
Out of DRS from McCracken as well.
That's a very good play, but McCracken needs that DRS because Button
they're going
might
to pull
catch
away
up soon. If he wants any chance of keeping up with it in this first stint.
This is a situation I found myself in last night. If you don't have DRS on the back of the car that's behind you, you're going to get eaten up from cars behind as well.
Yeah, Monday I was lucky enough to keep with the front runners, keep the DRS.
But on the inside of Chrismic,
dropped off.
Chrismic been given plenty of
still side by side.
Chrismic gets through on Button.
He's got it. Lovely little battle that these two are having. Love to see some veterans. Veterans of the league
JIX
doing well. JIX.
And we've got
move.
McCracken.
Still there. He's ghosted. Wait, is Crane disconnected?
Might be, or maybe just in AI mode.
Nah, he's still ghosted. I think he's disconnected. Wait, I don't think I can invite him.
Go on to recently played with and see if there's someone called Crayon Flower. Or just try and... yeah.
Mine's not updated.
Alright, all good. Are you able to do it to Race Director?
No, I've tried that.
Immortal hanging on to the back of Scotty as well. Dave's moved up to P12, a good start from the man who drove in Division 5 on Tuesday.
He's slowly gaining.
We've got
Scotty's had a bad exit. Immortal's on him. Immortal's on him.
JD Devil has moved ahead of Lem.
Down the inside, Immortal. He got the move. Lovely, beautiful move. Oh, he's still there though.
All the way
Scotty's
up and down the
Scotty's
field.
back. They're still side by side.
God, if they're not careful, it's getting in contact.
Oh,
it's getting very close.
Immortal goes
Scotty
off the
just
track,
backing out.
Gets the move. Yeah, he got the lovely battle.
As we spoke, JD moved ahead of Lem. 42. McCracken is also back.
Wait, what happened to Len? He was in the lead.
I think he got eaten up by Immortal with his pace and also JD Devil. But it's now going to be vulnerable to McCracken as well.
McCracken,
managed to get back in DRS.
I think he was saving his ERS or saving his tyres.
These front runners all running on relatively same tyre wear, not tyre wear, DRS. As JD goes for the move on Immortal up the inside of 6. Makes the move up into P1.
JD takes the lead.
Immortal's going to have DRS
though. He's got DRS.
Can he hang one round the outside at turn 9? We've seen it before.
McCracken, no, it could also be a shout. Nah.
Well, not close enough.
Immortal, he's burning his ERS. He's got the DRS.
Going to go to the outside of turn 9.
No ERS.
That's a phenomenal move from Immortal up into P9. P8, sorry.
No, he's still there. Modular
Cat's still keeping
ERS.
it. Immortal keeps ahead.
Immortal does it. 2 moves in 2 laps for the man in the Williams.
Very solid stuff from these two tonight. As McCracken looking to move ahead of Lem going up to turn 1.
There's been a spinner Alpha.
It's
It's SR Metal.
SR Vettel, who also has a penalty as well. We'll move to that quickly. Gets the car going again.
As Craigie Senna is catching up to 2 cars ahead.
I think Craigie Senna has served that drive-through penalty.
Was it him who got it?
I think so.
No, it was Nifty Nassery. No, it was Nifty, and Nifty served it. That's why he's 20 seconds behind Dave. Dave, who's actually caught quick, Mick.
We'll move back to the front runners.
The top 2.
It's very close between these two. Got moves further back. Goes McCracken trying to line up.
Is he going to send it? He's going down the inside.
Down the inside. Oh, it's almost contact. Woo! That's very close to going wrong. This is a lovely battle for P1 at the moment. Oh,
Top
4 drivers.
All there.
Oh! And JD Devlin lost the rear and lost bodywork as well. A bit of his front wing. Criswick picks up a 3 second.
3 second.
Bond moves ahead of JD. JD has gone from P1 to P5 in the space of 2 corners.
McCracken and Lem are in. McCracken and Lem are in.
Is that for contact? We'll stay on board with Lem to see if it's for damage.
Yeah,
McCracken's getting a new wing.
No, I mean McCracken is.
Lem's getting a new wing as well. Both drivers picking up wing damage.
Immortal is lucky, and Charismatic overtakes Lem in the pits.
So it wasn't JD Devil that picked up no front line. We'll quickly see if we can see that Alpha Tauri, if it's got any sort of damage.
He's got DRS on, but he's got no DRS.
Zoms is closing in as well.
Zomzy.
Go to the inside, no. Doesn't manage to make the move, going through 6 and 7, but it's going to have another stretch of DRS to maybe make a move into 9.
Immortal taps a modular cap. He got a bad exit though, and Scotty's on the back of him. Modular cap did get past Immortal again, and Scotty.
We've got cars going side by side. Scotty into turn 9.
Has he got it?
The outside, does it for the 2nd time in this race.
He's done it.
That is a brilliant move from Scotty.
What a battle between these 3.
Oh, getting very close to the back of Modular. Oh, and getting very close to the back. Zomzy made the move.
JD spun.
JD spun it at the same spot on this previous lap. It's gone from amazing
Scotty's in.
It's gone to an absolute shambles for JD Devil. That allows Immortal at the front to have a nice 2.2 second lead as well.
Yep.
So Immortal will be feeling very...
Dave is cooking.
Nice. Where's Dave sitting?
He's
Dave's P6. Dave's having a very solid
race. A former
race
Div 4 champion, actually.
Will be very interesting to see what Dave can do. As he's just outside DRS at the moment. Immortal up to P4 as well.
Wait, Zomzy also boxed during the time.
Right.
And he's on the back of McCracken. He's caught up to these 2.
Zomzy's right in this. McCracken and Lem both having to pit earlier than they would have wanted.
Old Man Cod said a lot of pens are coming in. That is true. There is 3 pens so far.
There is a lot of pens. And I think we'll be seeing more.
I wouldn't be very surprised.
Immortal's all over the back of Modular Cat at the moment. Will Modular Cat be coming into the pit lane soon? You've got to think those tyres will be wearing out quite shortly.
Jay Clates gets Rayon, who's not in the session, same with Cozzy G. Both of he's not in the session, unfortunately for him. And McCracken 3 second.
That is crucial.
Boxed Quick Mick, Dave and Button. And Lem goes fastest. Lem might be cooking.
Roy, you're correct, mate. Undercut is absolutely the way to go around here. I
Yeah,
learned that the hard way
100%.
last night. I think I lost 2 positions in the pit lane because the people that I was fighting were going 1 lap less than me. It proves to be so powerful. Can Immortal make the move into turn 9 on Modular Cat? It's going to have DRS. Is it going to be close enough though?
Modular Cat has built up a bit more ERS, so he has been able to defend.
It's got a little bit of a barrier now. Look at Immortal with a 10.1 second lead over Modular Cat at the moment. Really got no
2
competition.
Immortals in the top 3, by the way.
Absolutely. Both on different strategies as well. Which Immortal's going to come out on top?
And Immortal G's in there.
Oh, and Modular Cat lets Immortal through, I believe, or was that just a snap? Now Modular Cat is coming
probably
in.
a snap, but he's in.
Modular Cat picked up a 3-second penalty because of the penalty glitch.
Hopefully he clips it.
Well, we've got 2
Immortal
Immortals
G's
in the top
might be
2.
coming out in second. Chrismic.
We'll stay on board. Chrismic's in P2.
Chrismic.
Chrismic has
Chrismic's
moved
net
up to
lead.
P2. There's a safety car! Oh,
Chrismic's
no.
net lead.
The safety car came out at the perfect time for people that have just pitted. That's really
Also gives.
that
Wait,
is really
this
hard.
actually helps Immortal. This actually helps Immortal.
It does. Oh, does it? Can Immortal get around quick enough? There's a delta, so
Yeah, but everyone else is on a delta as well. So you could be looking at probably around. Where was he was around Modular Cat and Scotty when.
yeah,
So
Dave has lost out to this. That's unfortunate for Dave.
That's unfortunate.
Button losing out a bit as well, I think. A Kraken losing out.
Wait, is people spin? Oh no, there's people in pits.
Everyone's trying to get into the pit lane right now.
The back run, the people at the back boxing.
Do we even know what the safety car was for?
Well, this is the part where it's a bit boring.
Immortal and Chrismic both making up 2 positions. Not 2 positions, 11 positions, both running P1 and 2.
But one has to box.
Chrismic has made a phenomenal
net lead.
choice here, but Chrismic has got that time penalty.
Yeah, he does have that pen, yeah.
So Immortal has
We basically saying Chrismic is the biggest winner. That is very much a good lead. He was
Immortal's got a
nowhere
very
near
big quick.
He was top 5, but he's there, and
Immortal's only
comes
lost
out
1
where he
position.
were.
This has brought Lemon McCracken right back into it as well.
Oh, Dave's back in the pit. Jixer got a
Dave's gone
10.
on to mediums.
To be fair, mediums can go to the end.
They
And
can.
he stays P12. Which is crucial.
I think Dave might have just saved his race.
Dave is going to be quick. Same as Immortal. Them 2 are going to be quick.
It's really brought Lemon McCracken back into it though, because they both had to pit for that wing damage.
Unfortunate for JD, who's down in 11th. This also causes for everyone to be grouped up again.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to go through it all again with how many battles we've got going on.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
It is. We'll get through it though.
Just waiting for RSF to catch up.
I believe safety car will be in next lap.
Yeah, everyone should have caught up by then. Dave's caught up now. Same with Cozzy G.
Who do you reckon's in the best position on track at the moment?
Honestly, I'm stuck between two. Either Immortal G or Immortal.
Zomzi's had a very good stint at the moment.
Underrated. He's gone under the radar as Crazy Center's gone.
Immortal has 3 lap younger tyres as well. It may not seem like it much, but that's about like 5 to 10% wear.
He's gonna be quite quick at the start.
Degradation is very high around Abu Dhabi, so
this is actually the first safety car, and we've got an Aston Martin safety car with an Aston Martin in the lead.
God, hopefully the safety car actually comes in this time. I don't want a repeat of Tuesday.
Hopefully.
Right, Mylander, you've got to go in this time, mate. I know you've been
Everyone
promoted to Division
is in
4.
an Aston Martin sandwich.
Chris Mixon and Aston Martin sandwich. Safety car is in this lap.
Now, will Charismatic go late?
It's quite tricky to judge where to go because the line is the straight isn't even long at Abu Dhabi.
Personally, what I would do,
I'd be releasing.
I'd hold them up at a lot more. Wait for the safety car to get in the car, and then probably like the second to last.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Down that straight.
Just round about second last corner, maybe.
If he backed him off a little bit more, he might have been able to drop him off here.
Safety car pulls into the pit lane now.
He's gone.
Chrismic's done it. Pulled 7/10 to Immortal.
He didn't get the jump on him though.
Heading down the straight onto lap 18, SLI Vettel 3-second penalty.
That's another one for him. There's been
Zomzi trying to go around the outside. So we're outside of Button. Button means P5, there's contact.
He's off.
Oh, Scotty go through. Scotty goes through the both of them. Scotty slips down the middle.
Modular cat, got them all. A modular cat's off the.
Zomzi takes a position back. Quick Mick going up the inside.
Quick
Mick's made up the move on Button.
Contact.
There's a lot of contact.
Oh my days. That is horrible. That's definitely getting.
Immortal moves ahead of Chris Mick.
Oh my days. Look at the straight. In the midfield.
God, give me a better angle. Give me a better angle.
Yeah, Cozzy G.
There's a lot going on. There's a Williams and a McLaren going at it.
Cozzy G's getting the better exit. What about behind? We've got Dave.
Everyone's in a slipstream. Further up, we've got
Dave defending.
Modular Cat going ahead of Quick Mick. But JD Devil wants to get involved in this as well. Quick Mick 3-second penalty.
Oh, there's
contact.
3-second.
Quick Mick moves ahead of Devil.
He's holding off JD. And Cozzy G.
Cozzy G as well. There's Sector 3, it's
Sector 3, there's
empty
the
mighty.
spinning mighty. There's spinning mighty.
Immortal 25.7 for the quickest lap so far. And we've still got 11
says
laps
Dave
of
and
this.
Immortal are going to the top. Look how close. Oh, there's JD down the inside. Oh, he's caught by Cozzy G.
JD's round.
Oh, he's reset.
Caught that. That's naughty.
I also clipped it.
Naughty.
Oh,
silly boy. Anyway, two McLarens having a squabble as well. Jags, he moves ahead of Cozzy.
Scotty G might get a run on Somsies.
God, I can't find everything. SLI Vettel moves ahead of Immortal. SD Modular Cat moves ahead of Button.
Modular Cat around the outside of Button. To the inside.
Modular Cat has had such a good comeback.
Button's dropping.
Cozzy moves ahead back of his teammates.
Is dropping.
The two McLarens out of 6 and 7. Cozzy's just ahead.
Don't hit your teammates. That's the purple in racing.
Don't do Rosberg and Hamilton. Can't keep it around the outside.
Got that.
Craigie Senna's on the inside. Oh, it's contact. Craigie Senna's round.
Oh, it's a 3
Picking up a
second
3-second penalty at the same time. Gonna have to be careful because there's cars coming back on the track. Got luckily he's ghosted. Craigie said, I think Craigie said I thought there was a move on.
That was very audacious.
Oh god, here we go.
enabled.
DRS is enabled.
Look how close McCracken is to Len.
We've got Cozzy moving into the pit lane.
Sonsies.
Cozzy dives into the pit lane. Scotty's right in this. Scotty's had an absolutely phenomenal safety car restart.
I don't think anyone's catching a Mortal G. He's gone. He's 2 seconds ahead of Chrismick.
He's an absolute machine here tonight.
Len and McCracken might have Chrismick. I think Chrismick's done enough though.
Chrismick's not got the battery, the DRS though off of Immortal.
Yeah, but he's got so much battery over them too.
Yeah.
Oh, there's been a move. SLR Vettel on Immortal. Immortal's off the track.
Mate, he moves ahead of Korea. Immortal 10 second penalty for Immortal. What has he done to do that?
He just completely cut the whole fucking slow bit. Apologies for language.
I mean, I don't blame him. I hate that chicane as well. But come on, running an absolutely phenomenal race it was Immortal.
Immortal's doing so well.
Lem's all over the back of Chrismick still. We've got a car round. It's JD again. That's unfortunate. Chrismick 3 second penalty.
Oh, another 3 second. Another 3 seconds.
And that was Modular Cat picking up a penalty as well. It's gone from bad to worse for JD. Was running an absolutely phenomenal race before.
We've got to feel sorry for him.
Oh, virtual safety car deployed, because we've got another car around at the same spot. It's Mr. Cozzy.
And JIXA has retired. And AD as well.
This is going to help him.
Well, we might have been able to do a full race without retirements, but you know that's never possible.
It isn't.
And Cozzy G's gone as well. Both McLarens. McLaren does
a
not
double
get
DNF.
points.
That is unfortunate. If you're on McLaren racer, you're not going to be happy about that. I know one certain person that's not going to be happy about that, and he's an American man. Days Freak's not going to be happy about that one. He's going to be absolutely livid.
100%. As that's a sub. Wait, no, a raid. A raid of 9 from JD. Thank you.
I don't get any of that, but you'll probably understand it more than me. Safety car, virtual safety car remains out. Drive-through penalty for Lem. Lem's picked up a drive-through.
Lem's bold.
Lem is really not going to have anything.
Stay calm, McCracken. You don't have to go for the move.
He's going to pull into the pit lane at some point.
He has to go this lap if he didn't want to lose more time. Look how bunched up it is behind him.
Inside.
Behind. Oh, plates! Oh. Plates is out.
Full safety car. But Lem can't serve a drive-through under the safety car, I don't think.
We're gonna have a 4-lap shootout.
Oh my. No, don't get me ready for this. No, I don't.
And Lem's gonna be screwed. Lem's gonna be screwed.
I don't want this.
Lem is probably lost all chance and points because of this.
That's bad for Williams, including me.
The other Williams, he's just about in the points though. Wait, softs.
Who's gonna box? Who's gonna box? Can anyone? Everyone
has to box. Surely everyone boxes.
Craigie Senna's gonna. Craigie Senna's got nothing to lose here, so I could see at least one person boxing.
JD says, absolutely unbelievable having a rugby in progress. We go again next week, JD. Cozzy G is also fuming about that race.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least Rory.
again, you go again.
They're all boxing. Oh my god, they're all going
Yeah.
in. They are all going
3
in.
seconds.
Len's picked up a 3 second.
Oh, Scotty G stays out.
Scott, also Immortal as well. People are staying out.
Mortal probably can with them tyres. Dave also staying out. Button stayed out. Quicknut stayed out. Modular Cat stayed out.
Dave stayed out as well. Piggy Center 3 second
Top
penalty.
6. Top 6
5
stayed
second
out.
penalty. Oh my, is it gonna be enough?
Look how mixed up the grid is now.
Are they gonna have enough laps to make it all the way back up
Hello,
to P1?
Matthew, you came in at the right time. We have
Matt,
4
you've tuned in.
we'll probably have 4 laps of shootout.
Absolutely perfect timing. Mixed up grid as well.
1 lap of DRS.
Gonna check penalties quickly. We've got Immortal on a 10-second time penalty. Modular Cat 3, Quick Mick 3. We've got 2 drive-throughs from Lim. McCracken's got a drive-through.
Wait,
McCracken's got a drive-through.
McCracken and Len.
Craigie Senna's on 11 seconds and SLR Vettel's on 6 seconds.
If Immortal didn't get that 10 second as well, he would have been up there.
God, I'm not prepared for this. Rory, is it though? Is it? Scotty is on old tyres. Scotty's on 10 lap old tyres. Modular Cat 8.
Yes, I don't think Scotty. I don't think any of the hard runners have actually got this. I think it will. It depends.
How, but my headphones just fell off. Right.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I was leaning back in my chair and they just slipped off. So. Anyway.
I think this is still a mortals race.
Dave is up there as well.
I think Dave could actually get a podium.
Oh,
Dave, please get a podium. I really want to speak to Dave.
Yeah, Scotty's got 6 positions until he has to be worried, really, because these soft runners are I don't know. Are the soft runners gonna have enough speed to catch up?
They definitely will.
Yeah, they will have the speed, but yeah, it's gonna get really messy.
It all depends on traffic. I really want Dave to be on the podium.
Safety car could be in at the end of this lap, which means we'll have a 5-lap shootout.
Alvarez in the chat says, "Let's go, Dave."
Everyone in the chat, who do you think's got this win? Who are we going?
Who do you think?
Oh,
Who do you think?
It's so tough. Safety car is in this lap. I'm gonna have to be quick. I've got to go Immortal. Oh, the highest up soft runner.
It'd be stupid not to go for Immortal.
It's the only answer.
Yeah, no, he's been too quick.
Here we go then.
Scotty G is not backing up everyone though.
This is gonna get really interesting.
He's really not backing up the field to let the safety car go.
Yeah, the safety car's only just going through the second last corner. He's really gonna have to slow down now.
He's not even slowing down. What?
He goes now.
He's gonna go
For a 5-lap shootout.
Oh, he did get the jump.
What's happening further back? Immortal's got so much speed on those soft tyres. Gonna make the move into turn 1. Oh, it's very close.
Zomsy down the inside of McCracken. He's lost position to Nifty. Lem
moves ahead.
Crayon Flower. McCracken also does it.
But these drivers have got drive-through penalties still.
Zomsy also overtook him.
Chris Mick moves ahead of Immortal. Immortal moves back.
Where's Mick? Oh, there was a bit of
Oh, it's contact!
Nifty!
Stormzy's round!
Wait, Stormzy's gone.
Stormzy's gone, that was a virtual safety car. Full! Wait, that's a full safety car.
No, it's not, it's a virtual.
In the pit lane. Look at the pit lane.
Wait, oh no. No, we got a glitch.
No.
It says virtual for me.
Yeah, it does. Same.
Wait,
No.
oh no.
My lander, get back in the pit lane.
No way, we get the glitch.
Oh, it's full, it's
oh, no,
full, it's a
full
full
now,
course, it's a full course.
Wait,
It's a
one
full
lap
course.
of racing.
We're gonna have 2 laps.
Oh yeah, 2 laps.
Oh my.
Oh god.
We're gonna have 2 laps to sort this out.
No, we could actually have one. It depends if it stays out for free. If we get 1 lap of racing,
At Abu Dhabi.
surely the top 6, the top
Oh no,
5,
my headset's about to die, I've got
box.
to plug it in.
Dave's bottle.
Is anyone boxing?
is- no.
Wait,
yeah.
Lem and McCracken
McCracken.
need to box. 'Cause
Wait,
they've got
no, they have to box on the they have to box on the last lap. I think they're both screwed. No,
McCracken's tired,
because-
retired. I don't blame him either.
Big shame, he was doing so well.
As Roy says, we're gonna have to put on our Crofty and Brundle impressions here. Because this is gonna get tasty.
I was not expecting this for my Thursday night.
I'm happy that I've jumped on comms now.
Yeah, about to say.
Come on, get everyone in here. We need the whole of RSF1 to be in this stream. I'm expecting to see 400 people watching this. Penalties, yes, sure can. We've got 3 seconds Modular Cat, Quick Mick 3 seconds, Immortal 10 seconds, Chrismic 6 seconds, Lem still to serve a drive through, Craigie Senna 11 seconds, and Vettel 6 seconds. This is really going to help
Putting
Scotty
in the
though as
chat,
well.
everyone get in here for
This
for
is
the
really
2
going to
laps
help
of racing.
Scotty. Scotty's actually in a really good position now. Wait, who's on what tyres again? We've got Immortal
top
P6,
four
3
and
seconds.
Wait. I think Button's got this.
Yeah, because the Modular Cat's got that penalty.
All depends on Scotty, but whose tyres are a bit older than his.
Safety car's staying up for another lap.
I think it's between Scotty and Button.
Absolutely. Immortal G's gonna benefit though because of these penalties, I think. So Immortal could get on the podium. We're gonna have 2 laps.
Dave top 5.
We're not gonna have DRS either.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Everyone with 100% ERS as well.
Indeed. Everyone's gonna absolutely burn it in these last few laps, I think.
You'd be
Got-
stupid not to burn it.
Scotty, Modular Cat, Button and Quick Mick all on relatively the same tyre wear. Then you've got Immortal who's on 11 Lapo mediums, and you've got Immortal G who's on softs as well, so he could jump up. Safety car's in this lap.
Safety car in.
Safety car's in. Here we go.
Right, I'll jump to the back and
Here
watch.
we go. We're gonna have 2 laps of racing to decide who's gonna take P1, P2, P3, P anything in these last 2 laps.
Let's see who actually gets points. This
I'm
is
having to
going to
stand
be
up.
interesting.
I'm on the edge of my seat. When's Scotty gonna release? If Scotty can do the same thing as last time.
Scotty's actually backed off this time.
When's he gonna go? Safety car's in.
He can't.
He's keeping the pack.
I bet you. Last turn.
Scotty's gone. Scotty is gone. Here we go.
Modular cat. He's jumped him.
2 laps. To the side, the winner. Everyone's going for moves. We've got Immortal.
Side by side.
Try to go on the outside.
Immortals.
Lem's disqualified from the session for ignoring drive-through penalty. Immortal's trying to hang around the outside of Immortal. Both Immortals going at it. Chris Mick.
Oh.
Dave, there's more contact. Dave's. Scotty remains ahead. We've got Button moving up to beat.
Immortal around the outside of
Immortal. Both Immortals are going to make contact. Immortal moves around the outside in at P5. Now he's got to go hunting.
Takes Immortal. Wait. The top two. Modular cat.
Modular cat going for it. He's not close enough though. Scotty remains ahead. Immortal's going to have to go hunting if he wants this podium now. Chris Mick and Immortal. Chris Mick hangs around the outside. There's cars round. There's an Alpine around. Dave's around.
Oh, no, it's Dave.
No. We've got Zom's moving ahead of Craig Exeter. Look at the pace on the Alfa Romeo.
Button and Quick Mick.
Button moves there. Button's trying to get overtaken by Quick Mick.
Button, Quick Mick and
Immortal's got to make the move here. Immortal moves ahead of Quick Mick.
No, he's still not done it.
He's hanging around the outside. Immortal moves ahead up into P4. He's got to do it all in the final lap. He's not going to have the DRS or hell. Can he get Button into turn 1? He's going to opt to stay behind. Scotty has got 3 tenths between him and SDK Modular Cat.
Charismatic basically pushing Quick Mick.
Immortal's going to side by side and then turn 5.
On the outside.
Modular Cat trying to defend. Scotty trying to defend for Modular Cat as well.
A bit aggressive from Scotty.
Quick Mick moves ahead of Chris Mick. Chris Mick moves back.
Immortal double move. Come on. Modular Cat.
What's going to happen here? Here comes Immortal though. Coming into one final sector.
He's had to back out. Is he good? He's got the better exit.
Immortal's going to try and move ahead. Immortal's going to hang around the outside. SDK Modular Cat's on slower tyres.
Done it.
Immortal now goes hunting for Scotty.
Really getting Scotty.
Well, Scotty managed to hold on. Oh, Immortal's gaining.
Scotty's got
Look at
a bad exit.
Can he hang on though? He's got about 4 corners left. Immortal's going to go down the inside.
Gonna send it.
He's going to try it. No. Let's take the Alpha sector 3. It's an Alpha Tauri around. Can Scotty hang on? He's going to go down to the final corner. He's going to go to the final corner. Immortal on the final corner. Immortal's final corner is going to be a photo finish. Oh my god. Immortal takes it.
He's got it.
Immortal takes it at the line.
Button P3.
Oh.
P4. Nifty P5.
Immortal takes it.
6. Mighty 7. Charismatic 8. Crayon 9. Dave 10. Zombie 11. Immortal 12. Craigie Centre 13. I can't remember who else is there. Oh Jesus.
Oh my. I have never experienced a race like that.
That was amazing.
Thank you, Rory. I nearly forgot to breathe through that last 2 laps.
Top 3 of Immortal G, Scotty and Button.
If we could try and get Immortal, Scotty and Button into a party.
I hate this game. That is all. Well, unfortunately,
it's very unfortunate.
Top 2 is actually on a different console, so we'll only have one for the interview. I've just invited Button to the party.
I'd go get a drink.
Reliable Chunk saying best race of the season to watch so far. Agreed. We're gonna go through the grid now. We're gonna start. All right. Immortal G wins. Scotty in P2, Button P3, Modular Cat in fourth, Nifty Nasri P5, Quick Mick sixth, Mighty seventh, Charismic eighth, Crayon Flower ninth, Dave 10th, Zomzies 11th, 12th Immortal, Crazy Senna 13th, Vettel 14th, McCracken 15th, who DNF'd. DNF for Clates, JD, JIXA, Posy G, and Lem DSQ. Fortunately, we're not even going to get Button in the party because he has to shoot.
Are we able to get anyone in
Nah,
to...
Button can't because he has to shoot.
Right.
McCracken saying he had the pace, but just went his date. We go again next week, McCracken.
I tell you what, should we try and get Modular Cat in? Give it one more shot, see if we can get someone in. Cause,
We can do, but I've already left the lobby, so I can't really
right,
invite him.
I'll invite him. Because Modular Cat went out in Q1 and came back to, I believe, scored P4, was it?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get at least one interview tonight.
Hello, Modular Cat.
How are we?
We invited you because we couldn't get any of the top three.
Ah,
Oh.
right.
Uh,
I'm P3 that technically. I'm
Scotty said
technically P3.
he's got an Xbox. He can add us on Xbox app, but Scotty, we won't be the stream won't be able to hear you
Yeah.
through the thing.
Yes, I don't know if you saw at the end, but he was moving under braking a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got those instances. I'm reporting it. I'd much rather have Immortal win than that. I let him pass.
Mortal did
on
win.
that stream. Yeah, I know. I would have much rather he won, even though he did. I'm not sure if you could see it. I broke a little bit on the straight, so a bit casual.
Well, it was a very interesting ending to the race. You were
Yeah, I mean, I
run.
went from P18 to, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
That's all good, all good.
So P18 to P3 technically.
Oh,
Maybe I'll make that P2.
in Q1,
Oh.
you really did pull a Ferrari strategy by not going back out. Did you
It's a
did you
strategy.
think you
It's
were
a
safe?
strat. No. I just did it because I just couldn't be asked to go out for another run.
I mean, fair
I
enough.
knew, I knew that my pace was shocking because I looked back at the footage from my stream. I'm still streaming now. Um, and what I saw was I was just messing up in every corner. I was sliding everywhere, and then obviously it just, it just, you know, worked out.
Yeah, it seemed to have worked out pretty well for you. Was obviously a very risky call not to box at the end, but I believe it worked out quite well actually. So
Yeah, I knew the guys in front were all going to pit because I knew their tires would be destroyed. Um, Mainly because they've been fighting for so long. So I had the interpretation to not box, instead stay out
uh
with Scotty. But then every time the safety car restart happened and before the Hamilton Verstappen, we don't talk about that corner thing.
uh
He kept moving under braking wherever I went, and I
uh
went back in. He went there, so I almost killed him a couple times. So I'm gonna have to file that in as well.
We noticed in the early few laps you'd really drained your ERS. We just trying to keep up with the front runners really.
I
Yeah.
drained the ERS
Yeah.
because, yeah, obviously to keep up. But I think it was just so that I could get a feeling in the car again. So like I drain it as fast as possible until I get a feeling, and I just let it all build back up, and then I'll just use it again.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's I'm always planning my ERS and strategies. So I mean, it's my first time stepping in a racing seat. I mean, like racing in like a week. So P3, maybe P2. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it was really good.
That is a
Shown from you.
great result.
Um,
Hmm.
Next week we go to a very different track, one that's not very much enjoyed by a lot of people in this league. It is, in fact, Monaco. How do you feel about that?
I love Monaco.
I think it's quite mixed actually, because a lot of people just like it for time trial.
Yeah, I don't
But
do. I mean, I think time trial is a complete waste of
yeah,
time. Honestly, it
agreed.
shows no visualization.
Yeah,
It shows no visualization. Your tire's always on 0%. You can't ever. Well, you can't really lose tire grip on there.
yeah.
It's pointless.
hmm Yeah, well, hopefully you go well next week and keep up this running form, and you should be up there fighting with a lot of the really other um, quick drivers in this division. It seems to be like really close in the first like
It's really
seven
close
laps.
competition. Yeah.
In the first 7 laps, I don't think anyone was out without really a second of the car in front. It was absolutely mental
Hmm.
for me and Invade to try and find the battles because they were all just changing one after another.
Hmm.
So but
Yeah.
yeah, Invade, you got any other comments or things you'd like to say about the race or to
No, not
Mojcat?
really. No, other than you had a great race and I loved the comeback that you did, especially with
It
your
was a
battle with
lot.
Scotty
It was a lot.
at the
Yeah.
start
Yeah. Yeah. The
and
battle with Scotty
Immortal.
during the racing and stuff was like it was really good racing, and I got him with a little dummy. I got him with a little dummy dive after the VSC ending, and I got him at one of the chicanes.
hmm
You was
But
having a nice battle with Immortal as well.
yeah, it was with Immortal, the Williams Immortal, and then all of a sudden it just like, and then at the end Scotty was just not playing fair, and hopefully there's going to be a penalty applied to that. So you know,
Anyway,
stupid inquiries. That's
hmm
what it is. Yeah.
we shall see. That'll do it
Yes.
for us for this week for RSF1 round 2 at Abu Dhabi. We'll be back on Sunday for Division 1 at Monte Carlo, which will be a very good one to watch. So yeah, looking forward to that one. And we
I'll
shall
be back
see.
on comms.
Indeed. Invade, thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a very
No worries.
interesting one. The two that I've commentated on this week. The first one, Division 5, with that glitch, which meant that the safety car was basically racing.
You got the most enjoyable race.
I've
Well,
had the
not
most
enjoyable,
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. And then tonight we've had a 2 lap shootout, which has been a lot of fun to watch. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully we get some just as good interest in racing next week. And I think qualifying will be the best part next week, because obviously Monaco is the greatest qualifying of the season. So that will be an interesting one. And we will see you guys for next week. Okay, see you later.
What a race.